Hello, I am Brian Pelliquin, Director of Student Activities and Athletics at White Bear Lake Area High School.
Hello, I am Matt St. Martin, Associate Director of Athletics and Activities at White Bear Lake Area High School.
Welcome to another school year at White Bear Lake Area High School, where there is a rich tradition of academics, athletics, activities, and fine arts. We look forward to continuing that tradition.
At White Bear Lake Area Schools, we believe that participation in athletics and activities plays an important role in the academic, social, and emotional growth of our students. Our goal is to provide a variety of athletic and activity opportunities for our students so that the varied interests and abilities are enhanced. Athletics and activities help students to build character, develop leadership skills, and create a connectedness in the respectful and inclusive learning environment.
At White Bear Lake Area Schools, we believe participation in activities and athletics is a privilege. With that participation comes a different level of responsibility. Any White Bear Lake student participating in a Minnesota State High School League sanctioned program agrees to the rules and bylaws of the Minnesota State High School League and the board policies of the White Bear Lake Area Schools.
Adherence to these rules and bylaws begins when you, the student, have registered for your first Minnesota State High School League activity and continues through your graduation. Following these rules and bylaws pertains to your actions and choices in the classroom, the community, in competition, and when using social media. At all times, you are representing yourself, your family, your team, and White Bear Lake Area High School. We expect and believe that you will do so in a positive manner.
These expectations cover both personal behavior and chemical possession and use. Possession and/or consumption of a chemical substance would be a violation of both the Minnesota State High School League and White Bear Lake Area Schools policies. Please remember that cigarettes and e-cigarettes or vaping are a direct violation. Harassment and hazing will not be tolerated and are strictly prohibited by the Minnesota State High School League and White Bear Lake Area Schools.
Students choosing to not follow the Minnesota State High School League and White Bear Lake Area Schools bylaws and policies will be held accountable. The first chemical violation will result in a suspension from competition for 2 weeks or 25% of the contest, whichever is greater. The second violation is 6 weeks or 50% of contests, whichever is greater. The third violation results in the student being unable to participate in athletics for 1 calendar year from the date of the violation.
Students participating in non-Minnesota State High School League activities who violate White Bear Lake Area Schools policies will have consequences as determined by school administration.
As a participant, please always remember that you are a student first and foremost. Students who are not making appropriate progress towards graduation, as outlined in our academic eligibility guidelines, will not be allowed to participate. Progress towards graduation is determined by credits earned during the academic year.
As always, we look forward to another outstanding year for each of our students. Go Bears!